Welcome everybody, Gibson here, and today I am going to be showing you guys a Stam Sorc build for the Horns of the Reach patch that requires no Maelstrom or trial gear. It has good sustain, and I also have a pretty simple rotation. Check it out. Alright, so for skills, on the dual wield bar we are running Rending Slashes, which is a really good bleed over 9 seconds. Rearming Trap, it increases our critical damage done by 10%, and this is the one that puts itself back down, so instead of 7.2 seconds, it is more like 14.4. Hurricane and Deadly Cloak, these two line up with each other, both at 15 seconds. Hurricane gives us a ton of resistance, and it's a really good AoE. Deadly Cloak, also a really good AoE. Hurricane's especially good because it can proc the Implosion passive here under the Stormcalling tree, which if you're doing physical damage to enemies under 15% health, you're going to deal, I don't know if the tooltip's the same for everybody, but 10,723 physical damage. Deadly Cloak, yet again, lines up with this, really good AoE. Bound Armaments, this increases our max stam by 8%, our damage done with heavy attacks, and gives us more resistances. Flawless Dawnbreaker on this front bar here, because it passively increases our weapon damage by 4%. It'll be 5% once it is Flawless Dawnbreaker 4. On the bow bar we have Poison Injection and Endless Hail. Poison Injection is a really good dot and execute. Endless Hail, you have your choice here. Endless Hail lasts longer, Arrow Barrage has a bigger AoE, so maybe depending on the content, but it's probably better if you're newer to the game to do the Barrage and later on do Endless Hail. Crit Surge, this is just for us while we're playing content. If our healer falls, or if we don't want to use the expensive weapon power pots, it'll give us Major Brutality, and it also heals us for 3,000 health every 1 second that we deal a critical strike. And it's a long buff. It's 33 seconds. It's very easy to keep up. Really good heal. Caltrops is another good AoE dot that also reduces the movement speed of enemies by 30%. Bound Armaments has to be on both bars so it doesn't fall off every time that you switch from your front bar. And Ballista, which is the one that you summon the turret, not the one that you have to sit there and hold your bow up to channel the abilities. That one, I don't think in PvE is any bit viable because you're losing out on 4.5 seconds of other abilities. So now that we got the skills all taken care of, I'll go ahead and show you guys the gear. So for the gear on the main hand, we are running 5-piece Hundings, 5-piece Brigands, and 2-piece Krogs, and just a 4-piece Hundings on the back bar. I do have 2 daggers of Hunding's Rage, one infused with a poison damage enchant. That one should be on the main hand. It'll be proccing more often. And Precise on the offhand with a weapon damage enchant. For the bow, I have tried Infused, I've tried Sharpened, Precise, and Nirnhoned, and Nirnhoned has come out on top every single time. Also with a disease damage enchant on it. Krogs, I chose heavy and light for these pieces so I could take advantage of the Undaunted passives. And I finished out the Huntings on the body here with those 3 pieces, and Spriggans 2 on the body, 3 jewelry. Everything has max stam enchant, and the 3 jewelry have weapon damage enchant. So I'm going to go ahead, do a parse for you guys, show you what kind of damage we're pulling out of this, and I will talk about champion points after. So as you guys can see, even though I fell a little bit short there, this build is more than capable of pulling 30k plus DPS. The Mundus stone we're running is the Warrior for increased weapon damage. And I'm just going to go over the blue tree in the champion points, seeing how the other two are kind of the same for all DPS characters and they're a little bit more self-preference. But I got 49 into Mighty and Piercing, 51 into Precise Strikes and Thaumaturge, and then 20 into Master at Arms. So that's all I have for you guys today. Have fun, hope you enjoyed the build, and we will see you next time.